Good morning, YouTube family and friends. Hope you had a great week. My week was actually a little better. Sorry, I just ate some food and I got something down my windpipe. So if I cough a few times, that's the reason. Sorry I'm a little late recording on this video. Today is Tuesday, uh, September 30th, but I did weigh myself Saturday, so I'm going to use the Saturday weigh-in as my official weigh-in for the week since it was on the weekend, even though I'm not recording this until today. But yeah, I just didn't feel like recording a video on Saturday. I was going to do it on Sunday, and it's like Sunday came and I just didn't feel like doing it. And I thought I'll do it Monday, and then Monday came. And I was like, I just don't feel like doing it. So I feel like doing it today. So yay. So anyway, so this weigh-in will be my weekly weigh-in. It's week number 79, I believe. And we'll count it as September 27th, 2025. Uh, I'll go ahead and give you my weight now. Uh, my weight's been fluctuating a lot for several days. Uh, I know I've been talking about how I was getting concerned because I was having a rapid weight loss without really trying, with the exception of not my. I try to go for at least one walk every day. Some days I go for two. Some days I don't do any. Like yesterday, I didn't go for a walk. So because I had my physical therapy at the YMCA in the pool yesterday, and when I thought about getting up early to take that morning walk before I went to the YMCA for my physical therapy appointment. But I was like, nah. And then I'll do it after my lunch. And then after supper, it's like, so I don't always go for a walk every day. But anyway, last week I weighed in at 227. Saturday morning I weighed in at 226. So that's another 1 pound weight loss. So that puts me at 10 pounds lost for the 79 weeks of being back on Mounjaro while I'm dealing with a host of medical issues. So, and that puts me just for this time frame. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So for 6 weeks, I have a total weight loss of 15 pounds. So it's slowed down. I lost 1 pound last week and 1 pound this week, or 1 pound 2 weeks ago, 1 pound last week. So since technically we're in a new week, so at least it's slowed down. And I said the blood test I talked about. I think I talked about my blood test on my video I recorded. I did a midweek video last week, and I talked about all that. So if you didn't watch that video, go ahead and watch that one, and you'll get the updates there. But it doesn't seem like my quick weight loss is liver related, so it had to be medicine related that the psychiatrist has me on. So that's good. My weight fluctuation Saturday night, I weighed myself just before I went to bed. I don't always do that, but I did anyway, and I was at 230. Like, what the heck? Then Sunday morning, I weighed myself. I was at 231. It's like, what? Then I started thinking to myself, no, I haven't had a bowel movement. I had, excuse me if this makes you a little queasy, but Thursday I had about painful diarrhea. Really bad, severe cramping. I don't always get that when I get loose bowel, but this time I did. It was painful. It was really bad cramping, bad, bad. And then I hadn't had a bowel movement on Friday, which is common. Whenever I have a bout of diarrhea or loose bowel, I usually go one day without having a bowel movement, and then most time I'll have one the 2 days after. But I didn't have one. I said I didn't have one on Friday, didn't have one on Saturday, didn't have one on Sunday. Like, oh man. So Sunday I decided to take a dose of Miralax just to try to get things flowing because I don't want them to get built up and get backed up, and then it makes my stool really big and hard, and it's painful to have a bowel movement and flares up hemorrhoids and all that fun stuff I'm sure you don't want to hear about. Oh, so but it's like, but no, during the day on Sunday, I weighed myself and I was back down to 227. Like, what the heck? Then I weighed myself before I went to bed and I was back up to 230. It's like, what the heck is going on here? Monday morning, I weighed myself. I was at two, I believe it was back up to 230. I weighed myself last night. I was back down to 220, 227, I believe. And I weighed myself this morning. Well, first I should say I got up. I have having trouble sleeping again, which I've had for several weeks. And I woke up about 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was dead dog tired, but I had to go to the bathroom. So I got up, and if I went to the bathroom, I went to weigh myself. I was at 230. Like, okay, and then I got up and I went back to bed, and I slept till about 10 o'clock this morning. And then my psychiatrist called because I had an appointment with her at 1 o'clock this afternoon. And she called, asked me if I could come in early or at 11:30. So I was like, sure. So went up, got up, took a shower, weighed myself after my shower, and I was back down to 227. So I was like, fluctuating. So I don't know, but anyway, I finally had yesterday. I in the morning I took another dose of Miralax since nothing had happened yet. And finally, in the afternoon yesterday, I finally had my first bowel movement. But it was a small one. It wasn't thankfully too big and too hard. It was just a little tiny piece that was clumped together. Now, I'm trying not to be disgusting, but it was just like clumped together. But it wasn't big, thankfully. But it was covered. Part of it was covered in mucus. So that worries me a little bit. But then, a few hours or more towards last night, I had another bowel movement, which was a loose bowel movement. It's like, good, things are flowing. I was expecting a lot more. I said, I haven't had one in 4 days. And so I'm afraid I'm still backed up. So I'll probably take another dose of Miralax today to see if hopefully I can have another bowel movement today. And I have my ultrasound, my 6 month ultrasound for my liver cirrhosis tomorrow. So I'm going to let the tech lady know who does my ultrasound to say, hey, no, I've been struggling having a bowel movement lately, so be interested to see if the ultrasound shows that I'm backed up. Because she usually does a scan of the whole area because she's looking for ascites, no fluid built up in the abdomen because of the liver cirrhosis. She checks that out, so she'll be able to see if there's a backup in my intestines. So that'll be interesting to see. Hopefully, I can get another bowel movement. I'm here. I just ate a sandwich and little chips for lunch, and I'm hearing some rumblings in my abdomen area, which means no, it's digesting. So hopefully, that will push myself to have a bowel movement by eating. So we'll see. But anyway, I saw my psychiatrist today, and she was pleased because I told her this new combination she has me on, with using trazodone, is working. I'm the last Since I started taking it, I've been in a better mood. My anxiety has calmed down. My depression has calmed down. But I am having side effects with it. I told her I'm getting headaches. I'm getting dizzy, lightheaded spells, which is scary. Uh, my right eye has gone blurry several times. I'm still getting dry mouth, but not as severe as it was. I'm still having trouble falling asleep and staying asleep, but I don't know if it's from medication or from my sleep apnea. I just don't know that part. So, and my mood swings. Yeah, I've been in a better mood, but my better moods have been really higher. But when I get sad or depressed, they're really lower. So it's like I'm getting stronger highs and lows on my mood swings, which is a side effect of trazodone. So thankfully, I'm not really getting. No, she asked me if I'm getting any suicidal thoughts or self harm from it. I said no, not really. So that's good. Yeah, my highs and lows are higher and lower, but it's not to that point. But she's pleased, and I'm pleased that I think I finally got the right combination. I was actually thinking about work the other day, and I was thinking about what I did for my job, and I was able to think about it and think about, can I do that again without having anxiety attack attack or having a panic attack. It's like, oh my God, I can't go, I can't do that again. I didn't have that thought this time. No, this was just yesterday. So that's a good sign that I think this trazodone is working like it should, which is awesome. Uh, because like I said in prior videos, no, the psychiatrist told me she's very limited on what she can prescribe to me because of my liver cirrhosis. Because I guess all this medication that she could put me on for my anxiety, depression, and whatnot is bad for the liver. So, but with me feeling better the last 2 weeks, with the exception of the side effects. Side effects the first 3 or 4 days were horrible. It was really bad, but they have eased up some. I'm still getting them, but not nearly as bad as they were. So she's like, okay, I'm going to increase the dosage on both. So I was at, for the trazodone, I was at 50 milligrams taken at night, but now she wants me to do 100 milligrams at night. So we're going to try 100 milligrams at night on the trazodone. And then what I take in the morning is the venlafaxine. She had me at, what was it? She had me at 75 milligrams. She now wants me to start taking 112.5 milligrams. So she increased both medications. So hopefully that'll make me feel even better and not give me additional side effects. She said, no, as your body gets used to the medication, the side effects should ease up. And so since they have started to ease up on me but not totally gone away, we're going to try, we are trying to increase the dose on both of them to see if it can totally wipe out my anxiety and depression without boosting up my side effects, and hopefully the side effects I am having die down even more. So cross our fingers, folks, cross our fingers. Okay, so since we're on Tuesday, you're not going to see me take my Mounjaro shot, but I haven't did measurements for a long time, almost a year. The last time I did a measurements was back on December 28th of 2024. That's the last time I measured my chest and my gut. So we're going to try that today and see where they're at. Let's see. Back on December 28th of last year, my chest was 51 inches and my gut was 50 inches. So we're going to measure them right now and see where they are at. So let me take off my shirt here. All right. Make sure I can get in the same spot where I usually measure, which is over the nipples. And my back looks good, looks even. All right. All right, my chest is, I don't want to put too much tension on it. So, all right, looks like it's 50 and a half right there. So it's 50 and a half. So my chest has gone down a half an inch. And my gut was 50. Nice. It's at 48. Yes. That's That's awesome. Oh, my stay almost fell. So back on December 28th, I weighed 242. So like I said, today, Saturday when I weighed in the morning was 226. Today I'll give myself 227. But anyway, so that's about what 16 pound loss since December 28th, last time I did my measurements. My chest was 51 inches. Now it's 50 and a half. So I only lost a half an inch on my chest. And my chest is what bothers me. No, my gut doesn't bother me as much. Then my gut was 50 and it's down to 48. So yeah, it's my, what do you call that? My man boobies. I hate this. I almost think I have that gynecomastia, whatever you call that term when guys have like breast. I hate that. And it's a family thing. My grandpa had it. My dad has it. His brothers have it that are big. So it's just it's hereditary. I hate it though. I hate it with a passion. I don't mind having a gut. I just don't like having my man boobies. So I am very tempted if I continue to lose weight and get down below 200 pounds. If it's possible and safe for me to have surgery, I am going to get them removed. Especially the side boob. I really do hate that. Look at how much is there. And my arms. Now that I've lost more weight, I'm getting the bat wing. So yeah, on both sides. This side's even worse. Now you can see that. So I think I would have surgery to remove all this fat. It goes down and removes the side fat and my man boobies. That's that's a goal of mine. Whether it comes to fruition or not, I have no idea. Now, it all depends on how my health is at that time. If I have the finances to be able to do that surgery, but that's my goal. Yes, I would love to get rid of the gut as well, but we'll see. We'll see. But hopefully, maybe in another year, if I can continue to lose weight and get down, I'd say in the 180s for my height. I'm 5'11", close to 6, but 5'11". So I'm a big bone. I am really big bone. No, a lot of people say that, but if you look, my chest bone, my ribs, I'm not petite by any means. No, I'm big breasted bone. So I don't think I can get below 180 and still be a good health. So I think my goal is 180s, maybe 190s. So somewhere below 200 should be my goal. I hope I can build muscle. But if I ever go back to the gym, I'm just so scared to go back to the gym. So I don't want to do the muscle fatigue with my autoimmune disease, my generalized myasthenia gravis. I'm so scared to try to lift weights because this right arm is weak. I can't lift anything 10 pounds. I can do 10 pounds, I can lift. 15 and above, I just can't lift. Like if I'm carrying groceries, I like to put a bunch of grocery sacks in my hand. So I'm carrying multiple grocery bags in my hand. When I go set them down on the kitchen table, I have to raise it up, and if I'm carrying too many sacks, my arm shakes and I can't lift it up, so I have to help my arm to get the bags on the kitchen table. It's been like that for almost a year, folks. So I think no, usually myasthenia gravis and muscle weakness, it's temporary. It comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. Like my right leg weakness, it comes and it goes. My tongue weakness, it comes and it goes. My ptosis, my droopy eyelids, it comes and it goes. Lately, I've been getting a lot of fluttering in my eyelids. So not necessarily ptosis, a little bit of ptosis, a little bit of closing of the eye, but not horrible. But it's been mainly the fluttering. So like that's a weird sensation. You can just feel twitching in your eyelids. Ugh. But it comes and it goes. And that's what this is supposed to do. Well, my right arm weakness has been going on for almost a year now, since last Christmas. Has not changed. So I unfortunately think that's permanent. That's a permanent weakness, which sucks. Because I'm right-handed. That's my strong arm. Supposed to be my strong arm. And now it's my weak arm. So, but anyway, folks, I'm going to wrap that up here. I'd say I do have my ultrasound tomorrow. And so I'll probably, since I'm posting this on Tuesday, I probably won't do another video this week until the weekend on my regular weekly weigh-in. So I'll talk about my ultrasound results then. I'm also waiting to hear from my employer. As you know, I've lost my position because I wasn't able to go back to work on the 15th of this month, September. So, but I'm still on sick leave / short-term disability, and they're making a final determination if they'll continue to accommodate me, which means they'll keep me employed. I'll continue to draw a paycheck using sick leave, and I continue to keep my benefits, like my health benefits. Or they're going to make a decision to just terminate me. And so I'll lose my benefits, I'll lose my paycheck. So, but at that time, I'll get access to my 401k. So I'm not too worried about money when it comes to that because I'll have access to my 401k. Not having insurance will be scary. So, but I'm thinking even if they do terminate me, if I get the call this afternoon or later this week, I think I'll have insurance to the end of October if they do terminate me. So, but we'll see. Whatever happens, I understand. They've been my job has been awesome on how they've accommodated me so far. So I haven't worked since I had my surgery, my thymectomy on June 9th. So it's almost 4 months. It's almost 4 months, like a little over a week and a half shy of 4 months of not working. Still drawing a full paycheck because I was almost maxed out on sick leave. So I've been still drawing a full paycheck and still getting benefits. So that's no, I can't ask any more than that. Their accommodation, if they allow me to stay on short term sick leave, will last into December, or at that time, once 180 days pass, then I'll be able to apply for long term disability if I feel like I can't come back to work with them, or I just can't go back to work due to my continued anxiety and depression. Even if they're a little bit better, the side effects of the medication to treat that. Uh, but again, like my HR person told me, they're an insurance company. It's through MetLife. Their company's long-term disability is through MetLife. So they're an insurance company. They're going to try everything they can not to approve me for long-term disability if I end up wanting to apply for it. So, but in any case, they said when I talked to them last time, they'll be sometime in October. I can start the process of applying for it if I wanted to. So, but we'll see when I hear from them this week what their final decision is. And I don't either way. She said if I do get terminated, she said that doesn't affect my ability to apply for long term disability through MetLife with their insurance, as long as it's for the same reason as why I missed work up to this point, haven't gone back to work to this point. So even though if I do get terminated permanently, she said I can still apply for long-term disability with MetLife through their insurance. And if approved, then I would still get 66.67% of my pay through long-term disability. So that's good. That eases the pressure a little bit. That if I feel like I still can't work for the same reason, then I can apply for that. And we'll just wait and see. I'm not going to expect to be approved if I do apply for it, because like HR said, no, they're an insurance company. They're going to try their best not to approve me. So, but we'll see. Okay, folks. I really thought this was going to be a shorter video this week, but it's 23 minutes already. So I'm going to end it there. I hope y'all have a great work week, and remember to live life to the fullest, because you have no idea what life will throw at you. I'm living proof of it with all my medical issues. So yeah, take care, everybody. Treat everybody with dignity and respect, even if you don't agree with their beliefs. I know that can be hard sometimes, but do your best. Do your best. We gotta unite as all. We're all Americans, unless you're watching my video and you're not in the United States. But this still applies. Just treat everybody with kindness and respect. You don't necessarily have to like their decisions, their choices, or their lifestyles, but that doesn't mean that you have to be cruel and threaten them or do whatnot. What they do doesn't affect you. Yeah. So just be kind. Be kind, everybody. Okay. Take care. I love you all. Thank you.